tonight, a controversial speaker is coming to town to teach Maricopa County law enforcement how to spot Islamic extremists. He is so controversial, other states have actually asked him to stay away. Karen Brown is live in Tempe to tell us why. Karen?
Well, Carrie, the speaker is a former FBI agent who actually resigned in scandal for having an affair with an informant, with a source, in fact. And, you know, when his event was canceled in Kansas, the sheriff there was quoted as saying he felt like the program cast all Muslims as suspects. Now, here at the Islamic Community Center in Tempe, in fact, they're kind of taking it all in stride. They say that education is good, but extreme views of any sort, not so much.
Training on Islamic extremist groups called Understanding the Threat.
Maricopa County Attorney Bill Montgomery defended his decision to bring in the controversial speaker John Guandolo to talk to local law enforcement about identifying Muslim extremists.
I'm comfortable with the information that's going to be presented.
Guandolo's events have been canceled in other states after making controversial claims that Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood are trying to overthrow the United States.
Enemy.
Local Muslim leaders and the ACLU are protesting next week's training, asking Montgomery to cancel the event because they believe such views are extreme.
There's a lack of education on their part. There's a lack of understanding and mistruths.
At the Islamic Community Center of Tempe, Naeem Abdullah says that he'd want to know more about Guandolo before passing judgment, but believes educating law enforcement is actually a good idea.
Do you think that law enforcement in the Valley needs to be trained on the difference between the Muslim community and Islamist extremists?
That definitely will help. We need diversity training. We need diversity training in society.
He says that radicals of any religion give that faith a bad name.
God didn't create us to despise one another, but to get to know and love one another.
Montgomery says the event will go on, that no amount of lobbying, even from Muslim groups in Washington, will make him change his mind.
CAIR should just stop now. It's not going to have any effect.
And Montgomery says he just finished up a similar training for local law enforcement for the anti-government extremist group Sovereign Nation. So he says he wants to point out that he's not just targeting Muslim extremists. Reporting live in Tempe, I'm Karen Brown.